on Buckeye TV. I'm your host, Sophie Warner, and we have a whole new panel of students here. Let's meet. We got Duncan, Haley, and Dylan. Thank you for being here today. Could you guys introduce yourselves a little bit?
Yeah, my name is Duncan McKinney. I'm a fifth year, graduating this semester.
Cool.
I'm Kaylee Liu. I'm a third-year strategic communication major.
I'm Dylan, and I'm a second-year strategic communications major.
Awesome. So in light of current events on and around campus, we thought it would be good to get some students' opinions on safety in the Short North specifically and on campus. So do you guys ever go into the Short North, like for fun?
For fun, I work there as well. So.
Oh, okay. Where do you work?
Black Point. It's a restaurant on High and Goodell, so it's actually the cap of the Short North.
Cool.
Yeah.
I go there with my friends just to eat dinner and stuff. So.
Yeah, I go there occasionally, and then I work downtown also. I work for the Blue Jackets, so I travel through Short North pretty much 3 or 4 times a week and hang around the stadium down there in the stadium district, so I'm pretty familiar with it, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like a lot of students hang out down there. Like even when you're a freshman, you go down to downtown. But how do you guys usually get there, like to Short North?
I drive. When I'm working, I drive. Otherwise, I'll catch a Lyft or an Uber down to wherever I'm headed.
Okay.
I almost always drive or catch a ride with my friends.
Okay.
I take the bus, I Uber, or I walk if it's nice out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to take the bus, usually you can just take the 2 straight down High Street, and that'll get you pretty much everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
For driving, where do you park?
I don't know if I should be saying this, but there's I park on 4th sometimes because the meter's really cheap on 4th. Okay. But there's also like an underpass where I park, and it's kind of like a private lot, but they seem to let our employees park there, so we park there.
I usually just park wherever I can find a space that's preferably like on the actual High Street so that I'm in a well-lit and populated place. But if I am to park behind, like in an alleyway or something like that, I'll usually, talk to my mom on the phone while I walk to wherever I am.
That's smart, because it seems to me a lot of times the Short North is pretty busy.
Yeah.
And it can be hard, I imagine, to find a parking spot. Mm-hmm. Like, how far usually to walk to work? Like, how far is it?
So from my apartment or from
wherever you park your car?
Oh, from where I park my car, 6 minutes.
Okay.
It's not too long, but at the same time, it's not exactly the safest walk. I mean, you have people coming right off the highway, and then it's 4th, so people don't really pay attention, so they're always kind of just going. There's not really any clear walk signs or anything like that for us to.
A little treacherous.
Yeah.
To get to work.
It is. It's a task and a half, but it's done.
Yeah. The other thing that factors into safety is the timing. So like when students go down on the weekends and stuff, it's nighttime. Mm-hmm. Do you guys ever feel like it's dangerous around the area?
I mean, yeah, I'd say so because I'm always coming home from the stadium after 10 o'clock, and I mean, there's not a lot of people out, and I'm always out on the sidewalk just like walking around, and I have to wear a suit to the games and everything, so I look maybe more vulnerable than somebody else would because I'm dressed nicely. But there's definitely, more, I'd say, sketchy looking people, whether it's like a homeless person or somebody that's just kind of wandering the streets out at night rather than a bunch of people who are at the game or anything, because I get out after they do.
Yeah.
I've actually been in a restaurant while it got robbed. So in the Short North, and that was during the daytime. So the nighttime's definitely like a lot sketchier probably, and I've also had a couple incidences down there. So I'm just very cautious. When I go down, I'm always with a group of people, especially if it's at night.
Yeah, I also had once when the Goody Boy Diner in Short North.
Yeah,
we were out on the patio and it was like nice out, and I was just with my family. And we were just eating our meal, and somebody approached us asking for money, like while we were eating our meal, and we were like, and my dad didn't have any cash or anything, or we didn't have any cash, so we were like, no, sorry, we don't have money to give you, and the person got like very upset and was like swearing at us and stuff, and it was just kind of weird because we were like actually at the restaurant, like being approached.
Yeah. there's always, in Short North, there's always that difference. Like the closer you get to campus, the more you just see students. And then like the farther you get down High Street, the more you get to see totally different kinds of people.
Yeah.
And for a lot of students that come from like suburbs or the countryside, they're not used to like city life.
Right.
How do you guys maybe prepare yourself? You said you like to be cautious in the Short North. Do you carry anything with you?
I don't do anything. I
Really?
just, yeah.
I just
I
kind
have
Try
a
to
taser.
get out of there.
You have a taser?
Yeah, so I'll carry that around sometimes. My mom and dad insisted on getting that for me for Christmas when
cool
I wanted
Christmas
something
present.
else, but it's fine.
You have a taser now.
but you have a taser.
But I'll have that, and then my friends. I have a couple of friends who track my location on my phone, so I'll
yeah.
text them and say if you don't hear from me within 10 minutes, like just track me, see if
Yeah.
I'm okay, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So.
my friends do that too.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Just
Yeah.
like you can track all your friends on if you have an iPhone. I don't know if you can do it with Android, but
Yeah.
that's a good one that all my friends
Find-
do when we're
find
out on
my
the
friend-
my
weekends
friends,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, my parents totally track my location all the times. Not because they think I'm not safe, because they want to know where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have pepper spray. Like my grandpa gave me pepper spray, and then I lost it. And now I feel like I'm endangering myself every time I go outside. But yeah, as far as like transportation for buses, I know because I don't have a car. Like a lot of times waiting at a bus stop, I won't feel safe.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I Uber at night, because it's just like you don't know like when the bus is going to come, like late
Yeah.
at night, or if it's really, depending on if you get out of wherever you're at this time, there might not be buses anymore, so you just don't want to be like hanging around like that.
Yeah, I mean the bus system is a whole nother topic. The Columbus bus system. It's
Yeah.
like you say it's coming at a certain time, and yeah. Have you ever gone to the Kroger that's like right at the beginning of Short North?
Yeah.
I always find the weirdest people at that bus stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're interesting individuals,
Yes.
to say the least. I've found that if I'm usually on my phone, people don't approach me much or bother me. I use that as my defense to walk past them. I'll
Right.
get on my phone. But other than that, I don't, like, after like the initial conversation, I've never really viewed them as a threat.
Yeah. No, I've
So-
had experiences like that too, where people come up and talk to me, and I'm not like super friendly, but I don't turn them down, and nothing bad happens. Maybe they get on the bus with me, and I get off the bus, I go to my dorm. Like, as soon as I get to campus, I have a sense of safety. I don't know if you guys feel the same way.
Yeah.
I feel like being on your phone, almost creates like this thing where you're not aware of your surroundings, so they're more easily going to target you. So I think that engaging in conversation is probably better because now you're aware of them and aware of their presence. Because my sorority sister was standing at that bus stop by the Kroger, and she got robbed while she was on her phone, looking down at her phone. Somebody just came and took her phone and all this stuff. So I think like creating that awareness and like actually talking to them maybe like makes them think, okay, they know I'm here, so I'm not going to really make any moves.
Like acknowledging people, no
Yeah.
one wants to feel ignored.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sounds like a basic human trait to give someone, but at the same time.
Well, thank you guys for sharing your opinions. That's all we have on campus safety today, and we'll be back with more talk about construction.